What's up, you guys? It's Shane. We are back with another build. We are doing a house build, which initially started off as a dream house build, but once I looked at the architecture, I was not extremely pleased with the idea of it being um, a dream house build. But I did still make it a house that I would want to live in with some darker tones and edgier touches, I guess. Lots of blacks, lots of dark colors. I used some other objects. But right now we are just building the exterior, trying to get the roofing figured out, which, roofing in this game is always a joy, but moving forward, you know, I may put this earlier than what it should be, because theoretically this video should be coming out in mid-May, but I might move it to sometime in April. Just because I did a lot of community builds and now I'm doing houses, and maybe we should mix it up a little bit. I don't know yet. I might still just put this out in May and just let the cards fall where they fall. Um, but right now we are working on the exterior. There's not much to say. I had to go in and cut some stuff. Not cut some stuff. I had to cut like one part where like I froze for some reason. I just stopped building and I don't know exactly why or what happened, but um anyways, what to talk about? I'm debating on doing some Baldur's Gate videos in the near future. I don't know what day they'll come out, if I want to take over Sunday speed builds for them, or if I want to do them like on a Friday or something. Just so like content's coming out on different days. Because I'm doing Wednesdays for my Black Widow challenge, so Black Widow Wednesdays, and then speed build Sundays, and then I can do Boulder Gate Fridays. Um, and then I might also do some Stardew Valley stuff, which could come out on Fridays as well. Maybe Fridays will be miscellaneous gameplay. Um, that way, like, there's 2 weeks between Stardew and Baldur's Gate for uploading. I'm giving myself so many things to film now. This is supposed to be fun, not a job. Anyways, what else? I've been watching Bones lately, and this is just something to talk about, right? But that show is so bonkers. I don't know if you guys have watched it. It's just, she's a forensic anthropologist who works with the FBI, and they have misadventures of solving murders and stuff. But these murders are so bonkers. Like, they find someone in a wall of a club with meth on them in like episode 3 or 4 or something of season 1. And the way that they find this body is Booth's friend or Bones' friend takes her to a club and she gets into a fight because people think she's being racist, but she's an anthropologist and very socially awkward and cold. And so like she is being a little racist, I think, but like it wasn't her intention to be. I don't know. I don't know. It was just very weird. She gets into a fight and she gets sent to she sends someone into this wall and meth explodes everywhere. So she ends up high on meth and so does her friend. And it's just like, oh no. And like that's just season 1. Like there's a serial killer, like Booth fakes his death for like 15 minutes. It's like really fucking weird. I adore the show. Speaking of other media I'm consuming, I'm now on the second book of um, the sequel to She Who Became the Sun, and that one is called He Who Drowned the World. I just started it though, but She Who Became the Sun was really good. I enjoyed the LGBTQ representation in it and like the gender differences and like just how everything was handled. It's written really well and I highly recommend it if you want some like um historical fantasy work, and it takes place in like the 1300s in China, and it's just so good. I highly recommend it if you're looking for something to read. I also would recommend the Iron Widow and the Heavenly Tyrant. Um, I don't know if that one's a duology or if there's going to be a third book or not. They kind of left it in a spot where there could be a third book, but right now I know it's marked as a duology, so it might be done. But it is so good, and I highly recommend it. Um, that's another series. It's a sci-fi fantasy based off of inspired by Chinese history, I guess would be the best way to say it. Not based off of, inspired by. But it is so good, and I loved every second of that book. Um, Also, if you're looking for something a little bit more mature, which all of these are kind of mature in some aspect or another, like if you're under 18, I wouldn't read any of these. And you should be watching my videos. I curse way too much. Um, but um, Phantasma and Enchantra by Kaylee Smith are so freaking good too. I just finished reading Enchantra, which just came out like on April 13th or something. It came out so soon, so recently, and I just devoured that book. It was so good. Um, Phantasma is probably one of my favorites right now, and you know. But anyways, back to the build. I don't know why I'm doing a media update for you guys, but right now we're just putting down some landscaping. I know I'm not talking a lot about the build in this. I just think the video kind of speaks for itself. Um, But I think the exterior turned out really cute, and some parts of the interior did too. I don't love where I put the dining table, but you see I have like that sunroom in the back, and I just thought that was cute and a cool idea because I am moving to Alaska soon, and I think having a sunroom in my house would be so freaking nice for the summer or like even the winter when we have like those really cold days. Um, but I'm moving my mic. I'm so sorry if the audio is weird in this one. My mic was really far away. Um, I'm moving to Alaska, and there's some days in summer where you have a ton of sun. Right now, my husband's sending me pictures of him having sunlight at like 10 p.m. Um, Meanwhile, I'm in Arizona, and I just want the sun to be down all the time because it's way too hot. Like they literally call Arizona the Valley of the Sun, or the area Phoenix the Valley of the Sun, and oh my gosh, it is the Valley of the Sun. It is hot as hell, and I hate it. Anyways, but I think that sunroom would be a really nice thing, like in winter, to have like with like sun coming in. If you angle, like if you were to build your house and like have it where like when the afternoon sun hits, it's going through in there. It's probably so warm, and like you could take a nap in there. Oh, it would be so nice, so lovely. Um, as you watch me furnish, furnish the interior, you will watch me go back and forth about this stupid turret because while I like the way it looks on the exterior, furnishing it is such a pain in the butt. In the Belladonna Bend build I did, I put a piano in the turret I built. This one I ended up making it like a reading nook, I think. But that was even a pain in the butt to do, and I had to use a lot of move objects. But it is what it is. I had to split this between 2 days because I was really tired by the time I got partially done with the first floor. So if it jumps at any point in the footage, it's because I stopped building and I stopped recording and I went to bed. And then I got up this morning and I was working on it. Um, and like I said before, I do all these videos in advance, so ha- I don't know what's even going on in the world at this time in the, you know. And admittedly, like, while I like to stay informed, my mental health is a very fragile thing, as I've said in past videos, so I'm trying to keep that healthy and balanced. But yeah, so yeah, I put a reading nook back in that turret. Um, but I don't know, man. It's really hard to furnish that area. I put a little game station because me and my husband are both gamers, and I expect we will always have some kind of game station in our house. So now you can see I'm now doing this sunroom. This is the next day. Um, and I was I was on the phone with my husband when I started working on this. And so I was like counting the rooms and telling him about it. It was really kind of fun to be like, "Oh yeah, I'm building like our dream house, but I don't think I put enough bedrooms because we want to have a bedroom for each of our kids and then like an office each." So that puts us at like possibly like 5 bedrooms before even the master suite or the main bedroom. And he kind of laughed at me, and I'm like, it's fine. It is what it is. Because obviously this is just The Sims, not real life. But of course, he's got a different taste in furnishing than I do. But you can see I'm trying to furnish the sunroom and make it functional and cute. I end up adding cat stuff in here at some point towards the end of the build because I'm like, I really want a cat, but I am so allergic to them. So in The Sims, I can have a cat. Like, I love having dogs and I adore dogs, but I eventually do want a cat. Um, they're cool little animals, they're cool little guys, but um my husband is also kind of against it because I am so allergic. Oh my goodness. I am just so allergic to cats. It is ridiculous. But um anyways, yeah, you can watch me like mess around with this setup for a couple of seconds, like trying to get these plants put in there. And I got to use my favorite gallery wall, which I do end up using in the kids' bedroom later. Um, I do the bathroom and stuff. The downstairs was pretty fun to do, even though I'm not super happy with where the dining table was, because I think it'd be weird to walk in and just be like, "Hi, dining table," you know. But I made it work for what I needed. Um, and then we're going upstairs. I didn't realize that I put carpet in the bathrooms until like I was starting to do walls. I was like, wait a second. Um, but I ended up changing some stuff. I was like, oh, I'm gonna use my favorite wallpapers from Love Struck, but then I was like, wait, I can use these ones from the what's it, the gem pack? I don't remember what it's called. Crystal Creation pack, stuff pack. I really wanted to use the stuff from the sleek bathroom kit, but I couldn't make the shower work in this small of a space. I might do a build specifically where I make a big bathroom just so I can use everything from this kit. Um, but I haven't done it yet. Oh my gosh. I wish I would stop yawning. It's so unprofessional, I know, but this is just for fun, so I don't really care if you hear me yawn. Anyways, so I'm messing with the bedroom right now to make it work. I think my husband would be happy with this room in theory. You know, it's dark, it's a little moody, but I think it would work well for sleeping, which is all the bedroom is for is just, we're not hanging out in it constantly. Um I think he would find the room a little bit awkward, which I also find a little bit awkward, but it is what it is. Um but yeah, it turned out to be a cute house. Yeah. Just a cute family house. There's no budget or pack restraints on this one, and I do apologize. I will get back into doing those, I promise. I just haven't had the inspiration yet to do it. Um, so we'll figure it out slowly but surely. I also got to use the werewolf mirror that I adore in the bedroom. I would love to have an actual mirror like that. Maybe I can make one day. That'd be really dope. Now we're doing like a toddlers and child's room because my husband really wants 3 kids. He's like, we're gonna have 3 kids, but I don't know if I said this on the chat before, on the channel before, but I'm a twin, and twins run heavily in my family, so I am petrified of having twins. And my big fear is that we're gonna have twins once, and then we're gonna have a second pair of twins. But life is life. Whatever. What happens, is what happens. It's out of my hands at some point. So now we're just doing the teens room, and we'll have to do the office. I don't think I'm gonna do a tour on this one. If you want to check it out, it will be up on the gallery. Um, I don't know what the lot's name is right now, but I may do a tour. I don't know. I might not do the free cam like usual or like what I used to do. I've been enjoying just like walking you through it from build mode. Um, but I think the teens room turned out pretty cute. I like the purple in it. And then now we have my office, which I messed with for a little bit. Once again, you have that turret, which gave me nothing but nightmares. I had not seen this lamp from the Comfy Gamer thing with the cow getting abducted. I love it so much. So now we have our bookshelves. I'm messing around with stuff. I end up adding another chair in that corner. Um, I don't know. I think I like that moody red chair. Um, and that green chair. I don't know. I like the vibes. I end up doing the life and death tarot cards on the wall, and I switch them up a couple times. Oh, I don't know. I really like the way it turned out, but like, can you imagine like if I had face cam on and like I was filming in this room? That'd be so freaking cool. They're gonna make it for a really cool setup. I end up putting more tarot cards on the wall. And then we just have the bathroom to do, and then I will jump into a tour most likely in just a second. But I really hope you like this build. And yeah, it was fun to build. It's nice to imagine my future life where I can afford a home, um, and not just renting from apartment complexes. So yeah, let's. Oh, I have to add the cat stuff. That's right. Anyways, let's hop into a tour. Hi, so we're gonna jump into game now and do a quick little tour of what I just built, and I can get you guys the name and put it up in the gallery for all of you. Um, by all of you, I mean like the two people who watch. Um, so I built it on Midtown Meadows here in Newcrest, and I think it turned out so cute. Like, look at, I wish that wasn't there. Yeah. I love the houses that just like get in the way. Let me take a screenshot because I don't know if I. Okay, thanks. Didn't care enough. See, I didn't take any screenshots earlier, so I'm gonna need those. But like, let's take a look on the outside. You've got a cute little pool and a barbecue and a table. And I think this just turned out really cute. Um, so let's go inside. Oh my god, what? I apparently just didn't put roofing there. Okay. So you come in and you get hit with the dining table first, which I don't necessarily love. And then we have the kitchen, our living room area, a downstairs bath, um, and then our sunroom slash cat room, which I think a cat would love this, so they could like sit and sunbathe in here. Um, but you also have like a cute reading area, a paint stuff. I put the handiness table or the handiness table out here, the workbench. Um, then if we go upstairs, we have the main bedroom, which is just very cute, very green, very moody, as I like to do. And then we have the kids and toddler room. You've got your potty, you've got a dollhouse, a bedroom. I don't think I put a lot of decorations on the wall. I know in the tattoo when I said I wanted to use the raccoon stuff on in a kid's bedroom, and I managed to do that. And then we have the teens room, which is nice and purple and soft, and I really like it. I wish I had a room like this when I was a teen. Um, but I was too awkward to put up posters as a teenager. And then we have my little office or the Sims little office with the tarot cards, which I did ended up switching these so they're like a back of the card and then the front of the card. I think that turned out really cute. And then I did the opposite over there with the cowplant one. But it turned out really cute. And then of course you have the two baths over there, and there's not much else to see here. But I hope you guys like it. I apparently didn't put any kind of tile down here. Um, this is why I do tours, so I can see what I messed up a little bit on. So let's go ahead and put this up on the gallery. It's under Midtown Meadows. I'm Shane the Spirit um, on the EA gallery on the gallery. Wow, that was a struggle to get there, but I got there. So yeah, if you like this video, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you want to see next. Let me know what you change in this house. Let's be nice, let's be kind. I hope you guys all have a good day and thank you for watching. Bye.